The lie begins quietly, not shouted, not argued, whispered. It says, "I'm alone because the world failed me." And for a while, that lie feels warm. It protects the ego. It gives rest from the harder work of looking inward. But late at night, when the noise dies and the phone stays dark, the lie stops working. Silence has a way of asking questions no slogan can answer. Public life tells one story: photos smiling alone, captions about peace and freedom, strong words, proud tone. But behind closed doors another story runs. Shoes by the door with no one else's beside them. A bed too wide. Evenings filled with scrolling instead of touch. This gap between what's shown and what's lived grows heavy. Not because being single is evil, but because pretending you chose what you did not is a slow kind of pain. Here is the truth that freezes people in place. Responsibility changes everything. Blame is comforting. It lets you stay the same. Responsibility is sharp. It cuts stories apart and asks what you brought into the room. When someone hears, "Maybe you're still single because of you," it feels like an attack. Not because it's cruel, but because it removes all hiding places. Modern talk makes this harder. From a young age, many women are taught they are complete by default. No adjustment needed, no blind spots worth checking. If love doesn't arrive, the fault must be out there. Men culture. Timing, anything but the mirror. This teaching feels kind, but it quietly steals power. You can't fix what you're not allowed to question. So other explanations rise, ones that sound bold. Men are scared. Men can't handle strength. All the good ones are gone. These lines spread fast because they soothe. They turn disappointment into superiority, but they collapse under one simple test. If this were true, why do other women, living in the same world, find good men? Reality keeps disagreeing, and the mind grows tired defending the story. Watch what happens when expectations grow without limit. The list becomes long and tense. He must be strong but never firm, successful but always free, confident but never opposing, traditional when it serves, modern when it doesn't. This isn't partnership. It's control without responsibility. Men don't walk away because they fear strength. They walk away because peace matters, and chaos hides behind impossible demands. Feedback could help here, it usually does. But feedback is the forbidden fruit. When a man says, "You were rude," it gets translated into, "He's weak." When he says, "That felt unstable," it becomes, "He fears emotions." Every signal is flipped, so nothing has to change. This keeps pride intact, but it blocks growth. Information rejected today becomes loneliness tomorrow. Men are not mystery creatures. They avoid what costs too much and offers too little. Constant tension, loud bitterness. Old wounds left bleeding, no care for health or order, no room for calm. These things don't repel because they are strong. They repel because they predict a hard life. Men who have learned this don't argue. They just leave. Time then adds pressure. Not to punish, but because biology does not negotiate. Wanting children later is different from wanting them now. Men who plan long-term think in windows, not wishes. Saying this out loud angers people because it cannot be fixed with words. It can only be managed with honesty. Denial burns years. Acceptance saves them. Lifestyle speaks before words ever do. How someone lives tells you how they love. Debt without care, health without effort. Nights lost to drinking called self-care. Homes kept messy but standards kept high. These are not moral failures. They are signals. Men read them the same way women read signs of danger. Quietly, quickly, without apology. The saddest part is that change works. Not slogans, not rage change. When habits shift, outcomes shift. When peace replaces noise, attention appears. When effort becomes visible, interest follows. This isn't about bending for approval. It's about becoming capable of partnership. That idea scares people because it means the answer was never outside. The shift happens in a quiet moment. Not during an argument, not after rejection. It happens when excuses stop giving comfort. When blaming men no longer lifts the weight. When anger feels tired. This is the moment most people avoid because it demands honesty instead of pride. And honesty is expensive. At first, resistance comes fast. The mind rushes to defend old stories. I'm just picky, I know my worth. I refuse to settle. These lines sound strong, but they hide fear. The fear that standards are not filters, but walls. Real standards bring the right people closer. Unreal ones push everyone away and call it dignity. This is where habits reveal themselves. Not opinions, not beliefs. Habits. How emotions are handled. How stress is released. How food, sleep, money and time are treated. Men don't study a woman's words as much as her patterns. Patterns never lie. They show what life with you would feel like on a bad day. Men choose peace always. Emotional control matters more than passion. A woman who cannot calm herself turns every problem into a storm. Men learn fast that love should not feel like emergency duty. Depth without control becomes danger. Feeling a lot is not maturity. Managing feelings is. Men respect discipline because discipline keeps homes standing. Then there is bitterness. It enters softly like humor. Jokes about men, stories about exes, eye rolls at romance. What feels like strength is often pain left untreated. Bitterness poisons warmth. Men sense it early, they don't argue with it. They leave before it turns on them. Health is another quiet judge, not beauty standards, effort. A body neglected usually signals a life neglected. Men see fitness as proof of self-control, not vanity. Hygiene, style, posture. These say I care. Demanding attraction without effort is not confidence. It's entitlement, and men feel it instantly. Lifestyle choices speak loud. Party habits past their time. Debt brushed off. No skill to build or keep a home. Expecting provision without contribution. These are not insults. They are risks. Men are builders by nature. They avoid projects that never finish. A man wants a partner, not someone he must carry. Friends matter too. Bitter friends shape bitter futures. Groups that mock men produce women men avoid. Advice that sounds supportive often keeps misery safe. Misery likes company. Growth feels lonely at first. Men watch who surrounds you. It tells them what problems will come with you. Then comes the truth many refuse to hear. Men don't fear strong women. They fear loud, combative, restless ones. Strength with softness attracts. Strength with hostility repels. A man wants to feel useful, wanted, respected. When a woman broadcasts that she needs no one, men believe her and move on. Accountability is the turning point. The question is simple and cruel. If nothing changes, will anything change? Careers grow with training. Bodies change with effort. But some expect love without work. Relationships reward who you become, not who you declare yourself to be. Change begins quietly. No post, no announcement. Just small discipline done daily. Less arguing, better habits. Fewer excuses. This is where outcomes start to shift. Men notice long before women believe it's working. Because men don't fall in love with potential. They respond to peace, effort, and consistency. The women who win don't chase men. They correct patterns. They become calmer. Cleaner, kinder. More grounded, not weaker, more controlled. Femininity isn't submission. It's emotional stability, warmth and restraint. Men trust what feels safe. Safety builds attraction that lasts. Appearance improves when respect for self improves. Not perfection, care. Fitness shows self-control. Style shows awareness. Grooming shows pride. A man reads this as discipline, not vanity. He thinks, if she manages herself, she can manage life. Attitude is the biggest shift. Less criticism, more appreciation. Men open when they feel respected. Complaining closes doors faster than silence. Gratitude invites leadership. Men want to give more when they are not attacked for what they already provide. Boundaries change next. No more emotional chaos. No drunk texts, no backup men, no public trash talk. Loyalty begins before commitment. Men feel it. They trust it. Trust is rare. Rare things are valued. Home skills return to importance. Cooking, order, clean space, calm evenings. These aren't outdated. They are stability signals. Men build outward, women shape inward. When both are done well, partnership works. When both compete, nothing does. Friend circles shrink. Bad advice gets ignored. Growth often costs relationships. That's normal. Men look at who surrounds you and decide if peace is possible. Peace always wins over excitement. Then something interesting happens. Men show up. Not louder ones, better ones, more serious, more calm, same city, same world, different you. This is the truth few want to admit. Dating results usually follow behavior, not luck. Men choose responsibility carefully. They want to protect, lead, and build, but only with women who make that effort worth it. Not perfect, cooperative, respectful, stable. A man will give his life for a woman who gives him peace. This is the end of the illusion. Blame feels good. Accountability works. Women who accept this truth gain power, not lose it. If this challenged you, that's good. Truth should hurt before it helps. Like the video, subscribe. Share it with someone who needs honesty more than comfort.